everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Saints going up against the Panthers. With that, let's get up to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Now they try the right side here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Ten-yard penalty there on first down, so now 1st and 20. And they'll go on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro. Studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it brings up 4th down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 23. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
15 yards through the air on a first down.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense into stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And, you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that, offered him.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
No gain on the screen there at second down. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
They go play action. Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
10 yards to go on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
10 yards still left on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run now with Ware. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you have a quarterback who can move and get outside the pocket, yet still keep his eyes downfield and find open targets, you have a very dangerous player at that position.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A handoff as they run the counter play. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Give him 16 on the pickup, and the Saints are going to get a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And the back goes into motion. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action. Mariota on the move to his left. And he's got room. And now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Brown, the lone receiver, left. 2nd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A first down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. On play action, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He gets it to Brown. Complete. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate, even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short. He can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They come out here in the eye, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
His throw incomplete. On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. Cuts it out here, left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. And the play clock's running down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer, because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. To throw now on 1st down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Charles Clay, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Shipped together here from the D-line. Now Mariota. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Third down now following the completed pass. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throw it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Steps away, and that is incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. To throw is Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 12 yards there as they move to James.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. He's back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
And there's a nice stop for the defense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Over the middle here to Brown. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.